Finally doing these again. I can't believe it, honestly. That's how long it's been. Since mid-January. Been one hell of a wait. And honestly, I'm just thankful to be back here. So that out of the way. I really don't know why Shiro wants to make either 281 or 282 work. I don't see it happening. Because there are a number of things going against him. First thing. Look at his defense. And he's going out in front. His HP is okay. Defensive second 2 isn't really going to save him all too much. You need at least 2 to 3k defense for defensive second 2 to really mean anything worth a damn. And a higher HP pool. Or a higher HP pool, I should say. The other thing. Where's Vados in this deck? Where is she? She's very, very much needed in my opinion. And then the other thing. So, how Goku's Trigger Square works is he will buff anyone on his right or his left on his Trigger Squares. There's only one spot you can do that to where you could have two people on both sides getting both at the same time. And that's for him to be in harm's way in the upper middle. In terms of damage options, there are much better ones. In terms of defensive options that go in the upper middle, there are much better ones. Instant example. This Gohan here. I forgot how I even built mine. Let me look at him really quick. Same pretty much, only I gave him defensive second and defensive second 2, just because he already is adding attack and defense to himself and all allies. So he's good there. He didn't need any extra attack out of that. And we are actually using a figure you really don't see a whole lot of. And, quite frankly, I think is underrated. Only thing is, the competition is really stiff. Because in the upper left, more ideally, you're probably going to want to use that Ultimate Gohan. And then in the upper right, you're competing with things like Vados. So unfortunately, this figure doesn't really get a whole lot of opportunity to shine because of those reasons. With attack of second 2, defensive second 2, and defensive master level 60. Next up we have one of the best units in the game, Gohan Adult. 3 in attack, 7 in HP. This Vegeta has 3 in defense, 7 in HP. I really don't think that's going to help him all too much. Anyway, Gohan, defensive second 2, FHP Care, FHP 50L, ultimate gauge up turn 4. Next we have EX103, fully dipped into attack. Shiro, why are you using ODU skills here? You do realize that the own damage taken, that's repeated as well. So you're taking 10% more damage on 17 that turn, and then you're taking 20% more damage that next turn. I get you're probably wanting to buff your allies, and you can go behind Goku. But that really defeats the purpose of trying to empower somebody on his right. And while I'm on topic of board coverage, no one in the bottom left. At all. Very limited on options. And then finally we have EX44, 5 in attack, 5 in speed. Now, I agree with the stat distribution here, as well as the O1 skills. The 17, though, gotta go in my opinion. Same with these two units, really. If anything, keep this one, because he's actually decent. But yeah, that's enough dawdling. Let's get right into the first fight here. I still haven't gone to bed. I'm really exhausted. It's almost 5 p.m. Of course, that's my fault, but I was relaxing and I was going to sleep. Then I remembered, oh shit, I can upload again. So here we are. Because I love you people. Jokes aside, I'm still getting asked, do you know if any new figures are coming to the game? Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't, because if last DLC is anything to go by, they're done updating Hero Colosseum. I mean, they didn't even show many worth a damn at all in the last DLC, or even in, like, this DLC as far as the V-Jump scans go, from what I've seen. But rest assured, if new units get added, I'm waiting for the editor to get updated. I am not summoning for these things anymore. Now, some of you out there might be asking yourselves, why not? Isn't a lot of your channel Hero Colosseum? Yes, but the main reason I'm not summoning anymore, even though I have plenty of TV medals to do so, is because the first set of UI Goku we got, I spent nearly 17 straight hours summoning for that batch that UI Goku came in. I got, like, 8 of the HP version before I finally got the attack version. Never again. Not gonna say it again. I think unfortunately we lose Vegeta here. I did not expect Gotenks to run with the same setup. I got trolled here, I think. Oh, really? Gohan live. That's awesome, I guess. Down goes Vegeta, very sad. And before we get any more questions about Hero Colosseum as far as, like, the, updates and whatnot, please keep in mind, I'm not one of the developers. How the hell would I know? Very impressive damage by Goku. However, this guy is already hitting 13k in like turn 3 or 4, going first, much faster, not risking getting hit in the face. Let's see which fight we have next. 64. And I know it's not really fair to judge a deck by the performance and how they do in like the very last free battle with Gamma 2. But just for shits and giggles, I did try this deck against that earlier. It wasn't even close. Gamma 2 wiped the floor with this deck. So I would not recommend using the setup if you're trying to beat that one, because holy shit. Speaking of, that Majin Buu unit and that Vegito, both of them are nuts. They're both very great units. I still haven't used the Buu one. I need to do that. Definitely now that I'm back, I might even throw together a Majin deck, because I can do that now. Plenty of Majin units, somebody still got Prince of Destruction Vegeta, so could mess around with him, and I haven't used him yet, I don't think. Maybe even throw in Gotenks for the hell of it. We'll see. Now, reason I give this Goku so much crap is simply due to the fact that, in my opinion, if you're using other units to make a unit good, it's not a good unit. Or at least it's not one of, like, the best units in the game. That's just how I look at it. You can feel free to disagree with me if you want. And like I stated earlier, I just think there are much better options. Safer options at that. It's an example. So, I was mentioning Vados earlier. And another option, I suppose, would be Gamma 1. You could use either or, one of them, and use that really hard-hitting Omega Shenron that decreases your own ultimate attack gauge by 10% at the end of the turn. That's a much better and safer option right there, in my opinion. In terms of placement, 2 units I can think of right offhand that share the same trigger squares that are much better, well, more consistent if anything, the UR Final Form Frieza and the UR Janemba. Both of those are insane. And this Goku can be good, but they're just too much working against him for me to consider him to be, like, in the upper half in terms of, like, usability. I would not use this Goku unit. There are plenty of other units I would use before I even consider it. Does he have 1 skills? No, he doesn't. We haven't used 10 or 17 yet. Why not? So much speed. Let's see how hard he hits, though. Very decent, actually. Very decent number. I forget how this EX Blue Gogeta works. I think he's only, like, really, really good for the first turn, and then he kind of falls off after. Let's take a look at him. Because I don't really use him all too much. Place on trigger square for plus 1,000 to own speed and plus 20% to own ultimate attack damage stacks during that turn only, plus 1,000 to own attack once only, and minus 3,000 to own attack on the second turn after this effect is activated. So yeah, he pretty much just face plants turn 2, he's on the field. Alright, let's see which one's next. 60. We keep getting a bunch of 60 free battles. Just 60, Omega Shenron. Speaking of Omega Shenron, I'll probably use the 17 now. I definitely want to double stack in the middle because of this asshole. He often gets run first. Put on the Gohan. And the Goku. Okay, I got trolled. It's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Still, doesn't hurt to think ahead. 17 at the least will be getting a very decent boost here as well. On top of the one that Gohan will be providing, so that's pretty good, I guess. I just really think there are better options, though. Like, don't get me wrong, this Goku does hit very hard. You know, that's decent. I suppose he might actually do decent in a deck similar to my second one, where you have the option to go behind Vados or frontline for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But, he's just not going to survive very long. I mean, you really need to get him built up and get him some damage mitigation on the opponent's side with Vados to really make him shine, at least in my opinion. I need to go to bed after this fight. I'm freaking exhausted. By the way, forewarning, because yes, it's going to get extremely repetitive on the channel. I was not kidding when I said last vid, expect to see a crap ton of Thousand Year Door. The remake comes out 23rd next month. I'm hoping to get the rest of the damn walkthrough up before then. I want to say it comes out the 23rd next month, actually. So if I get daily with them, or I upload a bunch in one day, just know, expect it. It's coming. Also, I have another challenge video in the works because I hate myself. I'm doing PQ 122 as Ranger 17. I can do it, but it's really fucking difficult. And I'm not the most consistent at it. He's just not a good character. But not even his custom version. He really sucks. You'll see what I mean when I actually get to doing the vid. I should have used Gogeta. I'm an idiot. I don't think he can actually do enough damage to kill me, though. Well, he got my Gohan, for what that's worth. Very decent number by the Vegeta. Good God. And a counterattack will gladly take that. The GOAT. And just for shits and giggles, because why not? It's not going to do well. I'm letting you know right now, this deck is not going to do well versus Gamma 2. Let's actually put Goku here, and then we're going to double stack. There we go. I'm probably going to lose my Gohan here. Quite possibly the Goku as well. Wait, never mind. I'm thinking of the other Gohan. Should be okay. The other Ultimate Gohan. That's still a lot of damage. Okay, never mind. Blue Ku's fine. Forgot, he's got enough defense here. Does this one shot? Almost. Very unfortunate. Go on, just gonna do some chip damage. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. I almost screwed that up completely. Alright, I'm gonna play it safe, take off the Goku. Let me think. We're probably gonna have to, you know, that's actually safe. Let's do that. Vegeta should still live, though that Vegeta is going to hit him quite hard. Weird. I thought he ignored defense. Oh, dang. Good shit by Vegeta. This is actually going a lot better than last run. Quite possibly I played that match wrong. Or I got shafted with RNG. One of the two. Maybe even both, honestly. Call me paranoid, but I think you could benefit from another ultimacation on every turn. That's just me. That's okay, I guess. That's not too terrible. That's just his own defense, though. Why not just give him, like, a healing skill? Meh. I think Vegeta here could have benefited from a HP carriage with the L, personally. Anyway, let's get the Goku out here. Should be safe to do this. Just barely lived. Very nice. That extra HP investment actually helped him decently here, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought this Goku was really terrible, by the way. I just think, again, that there are much better options. Kind of trying to polish a turd with this unit, in my opinion. And where is the dang board coverage? I'm really picky when it comes to that. I have somewhat of a more positive opinion about the unit after that fight, but yeah, I still think there are much better options. Just use Janemba, use Frieza. If you're going to use this unit, at least use Avados, because that's really going to help him. He's one of your front lines, and plus if you have, let's say for example you use him and you want to use this Vegeta as well, Vados is going to be a great help to both of them. So it's in your best interest to do that. 17's not terrible. I would say keep him in the deck, I guess. I actually think he's underrated. Get rid of the ODU skills, give him, like, attack up second and defense up second too. Both second too. And if you want a really good coverage unit to round off the deck with, probably the Jiren, honestly, if you're looking for another hard hitter. Or even the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Or Godku, even. Yeah, this Jiren right here, he hits ridiculously hard. Or even build this guy up. But anyway, that's going to do it for the vid. Hope you all enjoyed. I'm really happy to finally be back and doing some decks in the channel. Expect to see a bunch of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door in the near future. And I will keep you guys posted on in the Hero Colosseum news. Peace.